this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the sign of Aquarius. Please keep in mind, it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this week's reading in regards to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now, when it comes to the spread, I'll be pulling one card from each of the three oracle decks I have here. So we'll first of all start with using the quantum oracle to get the key theme of the week. We'll then get some divine guidance using the Moonology deck. And then in terms of spiritual support and healing messages, we will use the Isis oracle. When it comes to the tarot spread, I'll be using the intuitive and clarifying with the Waite deck. Okay. So, wrong deck there. So Aquarius, let's jump into your reading and see what's in store for you for the week of the 11th to the 17th of January 2021. Okay, this one wanted to come out, so I'll take it. So just before I jump into that, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. If you would like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. So Aquarius, the card you have from the Quantum Oracle is Planning and Action in Reverse. And I did see this when I was shuffling, so I wasn't surprised that it wanted to jump out again. But yeah, it's time to formulate your plans. It's that simple. I feel like for some time you may have just been coasting by because there's been a lot of stagnancy. There's a lot of stop-start energy in the collective at the moment because of, global situations, right? So you may have felt like, every time you start to get the ball rolling, you have to hold the brakes again, especially if you're in a country where there's been like a stop-start kind of energy in terms of lockdowns. 1 minute you're in lockdown, 1 minute you aren't. That can have an effect for sure, and I feel like that is a part of it. But regardless, there's still some things you can do behind the scenes, right? Get clear on what it is that you want to do, how you plan to do it, what do you need to get in terms of equipment, tools, resources, assistance, right? And how you plan to actually execute it so it is successful. So whatever you're doing becomes a smooth transition. So then once you are ready, you can start taking those steps. Okay, so that's what you're being called to do at this time. So let's see what we can tell you in terms of divine guidance. So Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know at this time? What will help Aquarius at this time? What would be beneficial for the sign of Aquarius? I feel a little bit out of breath, and I think it might be because I just had some Coke. I had a coffee earlier, so and a cup of tea, so I think I actually had too much caffeine today. But never mind. Yeah, so if you're wondering why I'm breathless, it's not because I'm sick, it's just, I think I had a bit too much caffeine, so my heart's just absolutely racing. But anyway, so first card, well, you have two cards actually from the Moonology deck, but I'll take them both. So the first card out is Communication is Key, New Moon in Gemini. Okay, you could have Gemini in your chart possibly. Yeah, so I do feel like there is a need to have a discussion with those that can assist you with your plans, right? This may be your employer, this may be a business partner, this may be management, whoever can actually help you execute your plans, whatever your plans involve, you need to have a discussion so that you can get the ball rolling. And then the next card you have is a time to give rather than take, New Moon in Virgo. So you could have Virgo in your chart or be dealing with one. But yeah, so there is a need to express something here, right? And to offer something, I feel, right? So on some level, I feel like you've been holding back, but now you're being prompted to open up rather than close off. Especially if you have been isolating, self-isolating alone, I feel like you do need to reach out, okay? It's important that you keep in contact with those closest to you, right? You may also have to, your hours also might be picking up at work, so you're requiring to have more regular meetings, right? That's maybe important for you at this time, and that's why there's a need to be more in contact with your colleagues, right? So however that applies to your situation, just take it however it resonates for you. But yeah, there's definitely a need to have some kind of discussion here, a need to maybe brainstorm, right? If this is work related, you may need to have a bit of a brainstorming session, a Zoom session or something like that, to get the ball rolling again, I feel, after a period of stagnancy or pause, right? But you definitely have to take the initiative here. With this energy, it's encouraging you to take the initiative in the situation, okay? So, let's see. All right, so I didn't even get to ask yet, but the energy is present. So, from the Isis Oracle, advice from the Divine Feminine for you, Aquarius, the Lunar Queen, she of the Celestial Crescent. Amazing. Okay, so this is the Lunar Goddess. This is Moonchild energy, right? So yeah, with that, I really much associate that with Cancerian energy, like 100%. So you could be dealing with a Cancer or have it in your chart. But I feel like this is about that deep spiritual knowing, that's intuition, that is psychic ability, that is, third eye wide open, that's being able to unveil mysteries that are significant to your life path, your soul mission here, right? And it's getting comfortable in moments of uncomfortability. That is diving deep to seek, to obtain the answers that you seek. The answers all lie within, right? So if there's something you're still trying to process or work out, the answer lies within you. Okay. And I feel like once that becomes clear, it's time to express or communicate whatever needs to be expressed. That's coming in very clearly. So let's see what this could be pertaining to. For some of you, I feel like it's definitely involving your work. For others of you, it could be still interpersonal connections, relationships, okay? Not necessarily a romantic one, although it could be, but just, your connections overall. You need to just actually, start communicating again with people, because you've been somewhat distant. I'm definitely getting a sense of that, for those of you who I'm picking up on. Okay. So let's see. Oh, these cards keep wanting to fall down. Let me see if I can lean them up here. There we go. All right. So let's see what the tarot has to say about it. All this. Oh my gosh. I do get a sense of your energy of being all over the place as well, Aquarius. Definitely felt that when I was trying to shuffle your cards before I started the reading. And even now when I just shuffled them, I got a sense of that. So you need to ground yourself as well. Because I feel like, yeah, when you get close to expressing something, you kind of start panicking. So this could be in relation to a significant connection as well, okay? Something that gets you quaking in your boots, it's kind of like that, and I'm definitely seeing it in your spread now. But let's see. Okay. So the first card out is the Fool card in reverse. So this is Aries energy. You could be dealing with an Aries or have it in your chart. Fool card in reverse. Again, a need to be going out of your comfort zone. It's like, if you want a new reality, if you want significant change, right, positive changes, you have to be prepared to meet the universe halfway. That does involve an element of risk. You have to venture out of the comfort zone. And I feel like you're really struggling with that because you've become complacent, right, in your isolation. But that needs to change because, things are shifting. Next card out is the Nine of Swords. So air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, your energy. Yeah, you're very much in your head. This is the energy of being stuck in your head, overthinking, stressing, just being very much caught up in the mind and not really just living in the moment, living in the present, right? So you may be overthinking things, and that's what's preventing you from really taking action or formulating a clear path, right? Formulating a plan where you can take a specific direction towards whatever it is that you want to accomplish or whatever you want to change, right, in your environment. But yeah, you're very much caught up in your mind about the situation, and I feel like that may be why you've been pulling back energetically and emotionally and not really expressing much of anything, because you've been too caught up in your mind, possibly assuming the worst or fearing the worst. But it's not necessary. There is a time and place to, there is a time and place where fear can be useful, as long as it's not the overpowering energy, right? If it's not the reigning energy. But in this case, I don't feel like it's going to be beneficial to you at all. It's just keeping you trapped in your own mind. So you need to kind of release your fear or your discomfort around coming out of your comfort zone and do what is required of you at this time. Next card out is the Lovers, okay? Gemini energy. So some of you guys, could have strong Gemini placements or be dealing with a Gemini. But yeah, this is about choices again, making choices, coming to firm decisions, right? An ultimatum is here, right? It's like, look, there can only be one, so make your choice. So you may even have to choose between romantic partners, work partners, things of that nature. Sorry about the dog in the background. I don't know why. I never hear a dog on this street usually. So, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Lovers is speaking of ultimatums, choices, final decisions, right? A decision has to be made here. And I feel like the only way you can really get to the heart of the matter is by diving deep within, right? You can't, again, seeking the answers outside of yourself isn't going to give you that clarity. That can only be gained from having a moment's pause and really taking time to check in with how you truly feel about the situation, okay? Not what your mind is telling you should do, but how you actually feel about it. Next card out is I almost said the Hierophant for some reason. The Hermit, okay? So Virgo energy here as well. So maybe you have a choice between two people here. One that's a Gemini, one that's a Virgo, because we have both major arcanas that are associated with those two signs. We also have those two energies here, both as new moon cards as well, new beginnings, right? So you could possibly have a new beginning that could involve, right, one of these two suitors, right? These two love interests. But in this case, I feel like, polyamory is not really, a possibility here. It doesn't seem like it. There's a choice that needs to be made. So even if, you would be quite happy in a polyamorous situation, I don't feel like that's an option where these two people are concerned. So a choice needs to be made. And I feel like you need some time to dig deep, reflect, and see what is what is the right path for you, right? That's if it's involving two people. Otherwise, it could be two different situations, two different work offers, two different paths you can take to accomplish the same goal. So you have to take some time out to reflect and really get a sense of what feels like the right path for you, specifically for you. Not what others have done, right? But what is going to be in your best interest specifically, right? So you need some time to really reflect on that and to not let your fear cloud your judgment either. Next card out is the Five of Pentacles. So Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, you have to walk away from something. You have to leave something behind or detach from a situation that no longer serves in order to pursue what it is that you're actually looking to explore, to progress in, to accomplish, right? But I also feel like it's necessary that you walk away from the overthinking, from, getting caught up in your head, and maybe even possibly from your own anxiety. You may be having sleepless nights because you're really stressed and concerned about the situation because you don't know what to do. That's where, taking that time for introspection is really important, because you're only going to find the answer from within. As I said, it's a reoccurring message that's coming up for me. The answers lie within. You will not find it outside of yourself. So let your intuition guide you, right? And let that be the thing that propels you forward towards your true north, right? But I feel like there is a need to release old ways of doing things. There is a need to release the past as well. Okay, but we'll get more insights when we clarify. And then the next card out is the Three of Pentacles. So this is great. This is speaking of teamwork. So I feel like finally you're going to start playing ball here. You're going to start playing nice again, Aquarius. And it's not to say you're mean. Of course you're not mean. But I just mean you're going to be a team player again, right? Because I really get a sense that you've been really isolating yourself, especially with that Hermit card. I feel like you've been in that hermit mode for some time. But you're coming from the mind. You're not allowing your intuition or your heart to give you the answer. That's why you've been stuck here for so long. But finally, you're going to come out of that. You'll make your decision. You'll leave something behind. We'll head towards the new, and you will be a team player again. So this can speak of a partnership, again, working within a team situation, right? In order to make something tangible out of it, out of the situation. Bring something grounded and real into the equation. Okay, so we'll see what else we can find out about this as we now clarify. Honestly, for all the other readings that I've done this week, the message has been pretty clear, even just from the general cards that I have, before I go into the clarifications. But with you, it's a bit more vague than that. So I feel like that's because it's going to be very different for different people, right? For some of you, like I said, it's your relationships, interpersonal relationships are definitely at the forefront of this, whether it's work-related, family, or romance, right? But it also highlights the fact that you need to stop, closing the world out, essentially. I really get a sense of that you've been like shutting everyone and everything out for a bit too long now. So there's a need to come back, there's a need to reconnect. Especially, like I said, if it's a work situation, I feel like you have no choice but to do that because things are picking up again, they're moving again. So you need to have, regular contact and in terms of communication with your colleagues, with management, right? So you can get the ball rolling again. That's way too many cards, but okay, I'll take it. All right, so clarifying the full card in reverse, you have the Two of Swords, so your energy, and the Page of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. You could have fire in your chart or be dealing with a fire sign. But yeah, it's like, again, decisions. It keeps coming up. You still have decisions to be made here, which you're going to. I do see you coming to a decision, but you've been procrastinating, I'm not going to lie, because it involves, this is a difficult decision. It's one that pushes you and forces you out of your comfort zone. So that's why I feel like you've been purposely trying to avoid making a final decision, right? A judgment call. I'm surprised that I don't see the Judgment card here, but that's kind of what I'm getting, And I feel like it does involve, a passion of yours or a career, right? I do get a sense of that career is a big part of this. And I do feel like the reason why you've been holding off making this decision is because you're waiting on some kind of communication with regards to a career or a passion or creative endeavor, right? Wands is very creative energy. So I feel like you're waiting on some kind of communication, and then you'll feel like, okay, now I can take action. But you still need to make a clear plan, right? So there is still work to be done. Clarifying the Nine of Swords here, you have the Knight of Cups in reverse, so water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and you have the the Seven of Cups, right? So more water energy here. Yeah, this is the other thing. It's like when you start overthinking things and getting your head, it kind of makes you, it forces you to pull the brakes on everything, right? Not just the situation at hand, but everything. It's like you put your whole life on hold because you're just now suddenly overwhelmed and confused. You're not sure how you feel about anything anymore. So it's like you put the brakes on absolutely everything when you get into this overthinking, stressed mindset, you know, when you get into this negative loop as well, you know, in terms of negative thoughts. So that's why it's really important that you take some time out to ground that energy, to kind of release those thoughts, or at least not give so much energy to the thoughts, and focus more on your true feelings, away from the fear, right? And confusion. Okay. Clarifying the lovers here. You have the Star card, so that's you, Aquarius, and the Queen of Cups. That's Cancer energy for me. The Queen of Cups is definitely Cancerian energy, but it could be another water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, right? So you could be very well dealing with a water sign here, with it being with the lovers. Yeah, but whatever it is, regardless of the sign, I feel like this is, you have to make a decision on a wish fulfillment, right? It's like there could be two people that you have to make a choice from, because it's like, oh, I have feelings for two people. How do I make this decision? How do I know which one is the one for me, right? But it's like the answer is within you. Listen to your heart. What does it tell you? What does your intuition tell you? Not what your fear tells you, right? Or your mind. What does your heart tell you? Because there's only one that you're truly in love with, I feel. That you can see yourself going the distance with, if it's a love situation, okay? So again, with that lunar queen moon energy, it's very strong Cancerian and Pisces energy, right? So it could be a Cancerian or a Pisces more than a Scorpio. But yeah, so really take some time out to reflect on that, but a final decision has to be made with who you're going to choose. If it's not a love situation, then I feel like it's talking about your passion, your career, following your true north, your calling, right? And not allowing society to dictate what you should be doing, especially if it's something creative, because a lot of the time, people who are very creative and that are pursuing a creative career is told that, oh, that's nonsensical, you should do something very logical and academic, and it's very much left-brained stuff, right? But that's not how you are. Obviously, if you're a creative, you're skilled in what you're skilled in. So whatever you feel like is your true passion, your true calling, that's what you need to follow, okay? Because that's what's going to give you the most emotional fulfillment. So let that be the thing that decides it for you. Clarifying the Hermit here, which I really feel is your energy right now, to be honest. You have the Four of Pentacles, so Earth, and the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, you're really conserving your energy at this time. Maybe you're even feeling quite lethargic, because again, you're just used to the monotony of being in isolation, possibly. And you've become complacent in that. But there is a need to continue to work on this dream, this goal, this accomplishment, right? Whatever it is that you're trying to succeed in, you need to keep putting the work in. And not only into that, but yourself, right? Because I do get this underlying sense of confusion, getting lost in thought, overthinking things, right? So you need to work on that as well, so that your energy is stable and grounded. You see, he's standing on two coins here. He's stable, right? Even though he's holding back energetically, he's also very stable, so that he's only putting his time, tension, energy, and focus into the things that's going to help build him up, get him to where he wants to be. So that's why planning is really important at this time as well, so that you don't do something, that isn't well thought out, do something recklessly, or, just doing things without any sense of direction. That's why you need the plan, right? Clarifying the Five of Pentacles, you have the Page of Swords, so here you are, I feel, Aquarius, and you have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, yeah, I definitely get a sense of you cutting out the confusion, which is great. And I feel like you're going to start opening up again, right? Because you know you need to have this communication if you want to see progress within your workspace, you know, when it comes to your job or your passion. So you know that you have to like get out of your own way essentially and start opening up again so you can start exploring the possibilities, opportunities, start forming strong partnerships, right? That's going to help carry you to where you want to be. Not carry you as in like, you know, just take you and you do nothing, but I mean like support you in getting to where you want to be. So that's really important, especially if you are in a team environment, team situation. You have to be a team player for things to be moving again, okay? So definitely a need to cut any form of procrastination or overthinking out. I feel like it's more about you cutting out this overthinking and stress so that you can focus on the task at hand, right? And be open as well to the communication that's coming in, as well as you initiating some form of communication to get the ball rolling, as I said. And then finally clarifying the Three of Cups here. Sorry, Three of Cups. Why did I say Three of Cups? Three of Pentacles. You have the Strength card, Leo energy, King of Swords. Here you are. That's your card, Aquarius. The King of Pentacles. That's Taurus. I did mention Taurus before, so some of you could be working with or have some kind of connection with a Taurus. And you also have the Six of Pentacles as well. So quite a few cards there, but yeah, it's like, yeah, you choosing to go ahead in some form of partnership does require courage on your part because you have some fears around that. And I think it comes from being fearful of being reliant in some shape or form on others, right? Feeling like you need someone else or opening up to others again, right? After a long period of being alone, right? So it's like maybe you're feeling like, how do human again? Like, you know, it's like, how do I even socialize again? I've forgotten what it means to socialize. I've seen so many memes around that. It's hilarious. But it's kind of a bit like that for you. You're like, how do I interact with humans again, you know? But, you know, yeah, even though it might feel a bit strange, and especially if it gets to the point where you have to physically go back to the office, say, or go back to the studio if you're like an artist or something like that, go back to whatever environment that allows you to do the work. It might feel a bit weird, but you've got it, okay? So definitely stand firm in your power. That's going to really help you at this time. I do feel like you've got someone here, could be a boss or a manager, a supervisor, an investor. Someone wants to invest in you, I feel. Someone wants to assist you, right, with taking the next step. And it's going to bring a lot of balance into your life as well. I feel like if you've had any kind of material struggles, that's coming to an end. Things are going to start balancing out, but you need to show up for that to happen. Okay, so Aquarius, I really hope this helps. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget the notifications bell. And yeah, you've got it. You can do this, okay? It's just a bit of an adjustment period for you. So sending you guys lots of love. And I will speak to you soon. Bye.